The following is a conversation with Sinclair Armstrong. Sinclair is a loyal advocate of the T121 trenches and has been a regular attendant within our off-season programs over the last couple of years. This is Sinclair's second time on the podcast. Over the last 12 months, he made his first team debut with the Irish first team. And as well as that, he also had a great year in the championship with QPR. Yeah, with this podcast, it's a little bit different. Obviously, because it's Sinclair's second time, we don't dive into his underage schoolboy career or anything along those lines. If you want to find out more information on that, you can check him out in the first episode we recorded with him during the last off-season. In this one, we talk about specifically the last 12 months, looking at his first team international debut against the Netherlands. And as well as that, we talk about other things like the specific roles around centre forward play. And as well as that, we have a 15-question quiz at the end as well. So make sure you stick around. It's a great laugh. We hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube, and leave anywhere up to a 5-star review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts. We hope you enjoy.
As we know, a lot of parents listen to this podcast, either parents of our players or those that just enjoy listening. And again, thank you for your support. It's a great time to start thinking about return to school for a lot of kids. Thinking in advance, of course, financial planning is one of the key factors when it comes to trying to put things in place for things like we said, return to school, or if we're thinking even longer term, thinking about maybe summer holidays or anything that requires a lot of thought, preparation. It's very difficult to do it alone, especially from a financial point of view. So if you want some financial advice, make sure you reach out to the team and Niall at Financial Planning Matters. You can hit them up at www.fpms.ie and take care of your financial future. Yeah. Sunny. Round 2. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. Good session this morning. Did you enjoy it?
Enjoyable.
Always enjoyable. Warm, huh?
Very warm.
Very warm.
Sweating.
Very difficult.
Wow.
Difficult in the heat. I was saying to you, Daddy, the crossing, so challenging in the heat when you do the reps of that. And we are getting old. You know, you just turned 21. We are getting up there. So some of us are very, very near 30. One in front of the camera, one behind.
I was saying, I'm 28, right? I was watching the Euros, Portugal and Turkey. I was thinking, if I was a pro, like, I'd be a senior player in that dressing room, which is terrifying.
Yeah. Then you have like your man Yamal, 16.
Is he 16?
Yeah. The youngest ever to play in Euros.
Jesus Christ.
Have you seen him play?
He's a joke, isn't he?
He's a joke. His balance is... Oh. Just players like that are just so good to watch.
Is this the Spanish foot or the Turkish foot?
Spanish boy.
Oh, yeah.
Spanish boy, yeah. The left-footed right winger. Different class. Different class. My God. How does it feel to be 21?
I don't know if I've really taken it in, to be fair. I don't know, like, obviously, yeah, I had a party. You know, that was good. You know, I had all my, obviously I had my siblings come, so that was nice. And obviously all my friends. So, yeah, I don't think I've really taken it in to be 21. Maybe, I don't know, maybe when I go back and like, maybe if I'm on my own, you know, probably have that time to reflect how I was in my 20s. So, you know, but yeah, it feels nice.
Nice. The party, I was saying to you this morning, but the photos or the videos on your story, you dancing, I was all over them. All over them. You look like you're having the time of your life. And did you change your clothes, by the way?
I did change my clothes, yeah.
That is the biggest chance of behaviour. Why did you change your clothes?
You know what it is? So, my best friend Ogie, shout out Ogie, he came up to me with the idea and he said, "Oh, bro, I'm changing my clothes during the night." He actually didn't, but I did. I had to make sure, like, no, I have a second fit. I have to wear this second fit. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, okay. So what? You're wearing the second fit? He goes, yeah. I said, all right, cool. And I had the first fit on, a nice fit. Then I was like, okay. It was like coming like 11:15 in the night, and everyone was vibing. I was like, okay, I have to get the second fit on. I have to. And then obviously that's when people actually seen like the videos on my story when I was dancing and all, do you know what I mean? So I had to make sure like, man, look good. You get it? So yeah. So obviously it was a weird idea at first, but like now it's just like, now I think of it, it's just like, yeah, I'm glad I done it.
You're wild. Like, because you said everyone, as everyone does, rocks up late. So half the people didn't even see you in your first fit. So to them, you just wore one set of clothing.
Yeah, basically. Basically. But no, I think like a load of people see me like in my first fit. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, like I'd posted something on my Snapchat, so people obviously see me like, you know, in the first fit, and obviously like the second fit, like, you know, it is what it is, isn't it?
I need some context here. So, it's your 21st birthday. You had a party. You had a first fit, which was fresh, and you had a second fit, which is also fresh. But so your intention was to have two fits, or did you just buy two outfits that you couldn't decide on what you wanted to wear, so you just wore both?
No, I had two fits.
You had two fits.
Intentional.
So the first one, because we had dinner. So dinner's like, you know, sit down, everyone come, everyone vibe, you know, everyone talk, everyone chill out, this, that. And then more so like the second fit was for the party.
I get it.
There's a dinner and party. So I wore, like, my first fit I wore during some part of the party. And then obviously it was like when more people started to come, more people started to vibe. I was like, okay, have to get the second fit on. And that's exactly what I did.
Well, where'd you get changed?
In the toilet.
Oh, I tell you what. It's
I
box
rate it.
office. It's box office. You've some neck to do it. Fair play to you. Like, could you do that? There's no way you'd get. Oh, gee, you'd get killed for it.
But it's
You get killed.
different course, Morgan. I'm not 21. It'd be
That's
weird.
true.
You know what I mean?
That's
Your
true.
21st birthday,
Because
you
you're
got
28.
28 fits, like.
Going into 29th birthday and the 30th, you got to drop two fits.
I might now, you know that.
You got to drop two fits.
This seems like best practice. I
You
mean,
need-
if the
You need the formal, then you need the party wear.
yeah. And actually, a second question: was the second fit more lenient on dance moves?
Yes.
It
because
was.
Shorts, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, so it was army cargo shorts and a tank top. So Guns N' Roses tank top.
It's rascal, yeah.
So, and then obviously I had a hat on. So, and obviously I had glasses on because I don't usually like people seeing my face. So I just had glasses on. I should have worn glasses to this podcast even. But yeah, but more so was because like when I was wearing like the first fit, it was like quite hot. To be fair, so I was like, okay, I have to get this tank top on. Not because I have like, you know, big muscles
The
on my
guns.
hands, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not that. But I just had to get it on because like it was a nice fit, you know? And when I came out, people were like, wait, hold on, didn't you just have jeans on? I was like, well, like I have to get the second fit on, do you know what I mean? I needed people to see me in this second fit. Like, because I can't just be carrying, you know, this bag for nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I have to get the second fit on. And that's exactly what I did. And
I really rate it.
honestly, I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it.
You sold it to me. If I'm honest with you, you sold it to me. I'm surprised more people aren't doing this. You're right though. Like dinner is a different formality.
It's a different vibe.
It is.
Because you're not... Because don't get me wrong, like even like obviously we had a DJ and everything, like he was playing some music, yeah? And obviously like, yeah, I was vibing at dinner, but the dinner is nothing like the party.
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean? Because at the party, I actually got on stage, like and obviously we had an MC as well. So the MC was like, come on stage. It's like, all right, cool. And then obviously like I'm doing all these dance moves, I'm thinking, rah, like I can move, you know? You get it? So I'm like, and everyone is like feeling it, everyone's like recording me and that, like I felt like the man, like no cap.
As you should at your 21st.
Of course.
You're the man. You've got to
Of
own
course,
it.
of course, and everyone's
In the
there for
second
me.
fit.
And everyone's there for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it was a vibe, man. I'll never forget this. No, never.
I'll tell you what, a round of applause for that. Wonderful. That's it. That's how you enjoy your 21st.
I really rate that, man, because how often have we gone to events, Morgan, where it's, you know, a dinner and you're wearing like, let's say
Casual formal.
Yeah,
You know.
casual formal, and then you're not moving as much. So in restaurants, it's always a little bit chillier. So you kind of want
That's
those
very
extra
true.
layers. But then when you go to like a club or onto the dance floor, you want comfort.
You want to be dialing back.
Yeah,
You wanna be dialing back,
want,
yeah.
You know, you want to be fluid with the movements. You want to be robust, like.
That's fair. Shorts, great choice. Bold choice. And the tank top, that's even bolder. You mentioned guns. You have the guns out with the Guns N' Roses. It couldn't be any more
Exactly.
bold. It's brave.
It all just aligned.
My first question to you was, in the off-season period, you've obviously been training like hours and hours with us this summer, but what is the What's the random day in the life look like now over the last couple of months? So you obviously the big 21st, that was the big event of the off season. But what else has the days really had this year?
So in terms of the off season,
Yeah.
so obviously I went on holiday, innit?
Yeah.
You know, I went to Dubai. And
Nice.
that was obviously very nice, you know. Obviously I came back and yeah, I've just been working really, do you know what I mean? And then obviously went to international, had 2 games against Croatia and England under 20s. And that was good, obviously beat Croatia, a big opposition, you know. And then obviously against England, like obviously playing the 20s, obviously, so some of them are obviously younger than us, but they still had very good players, you know, in the likes of, you know, Joe Bellingham, Dane Scarlett, Romain Esse, like they had all these good players. And, you know, there was times in the game where they were actually like popping us, you know, obviously trying to find that balance and obviously to adjust, you know what I mean? Obviously you go 2-1 down in the game and it's obviously like, how can you come back? And obviously, you know, we draw in the game. So it was important because obviously leading up to September now, which is obviously the big ones, do you know what I mean? Obviously to try to qualify for the Euros. But my summer's been good, I can't complain. So
Yeah, you've had a nice balance of, you know, competitive football, off-season work with us, like the sharpened tools. Then you had a lot of downtime too, which is great. What's Dubai like? I've never been.
like Dubai is like, it's honestly a different vibe. Like obviously I went and then you obviously get to the airport and obviously someone's there and obviously picks you up and that. So you go to the hotel, right? So cool, got to the hotel in the night and then I remember looking out the window. So you open the view, you open the view. I remember just looking out and thinking, like I was actually scratching my head, like this is actually like the view I'm in. Like it was beautiful. There was like a big what's that thing? Oh, how would I? You know when you go to like theme parks and they have this Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
There's a big Ferris wheel and there's like the beach and people were on the beach at like 8:00 in the morning. But obviously it's like 3 hours ahead there. So it was just so different. Like it's one of them ones where you could just you can stand there and the tears will just like fall down your eyes. It's like that type of vibe. Like it was unbelievable.
Nice. But yeah, Dubai is an interesting one. I know people that go for just purely for work. People that just go purely for like leisure, like just purely like on the drink, on the nightclubs. My assumption is that your approach was more just so like pool time, downtime, see a new place. Is that how you typically like your holidays?
Oh, yeah, of course. Like I think this one was different because obviously last year I didn't go on holiday at all. So it's like obviously this year, you know, obviously this year was different. I wanted to make sure, you know, I had a good time. So obviously I went with missus. So, you know, that was obviously nice, you know, but it was just like honestly different. It was a different vibe. And it's one of them countries where like you're just there, it's just like wow, like it doesn't really seem real. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously one of the things that obviously fascinated me was Dubai Mall. Like there's like 3 floors and there was like a fish tank. Like in the mall, and there was like an ice skating rink in the mall, and there was like a waterfall in the mall. So it was just completely different.
Yeah, different world, isn't it? Yeah,
It's entirely different way of living. Is there anything over there? Obviously, that's a bit wild. Is there anything else over there where you're like, what? Like, what is going on?
Not really. To be fair, I think when we're going like to Dubai Mall and that, like there'll be like board signs of like what they're going to be making in the future and that. Like it was absolutely unreal. Like they're going to be making like new hotels and stuff like this. And then I think the thing that I found fun, obviously, is a lot of people do, was obviously the
Jet ski.
Was it the jet ski or is it the it's like you're in the sand and you're doing like the quad bike, is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
the
we did
quads,
the
yes.
So the quad bike, that was live. Like I think the funniest thing for me was like I nearly crashed. So like I'm like driving and I tried to do like a turn like this, and there was like it was basically like if I turned any further, I would have like fell into this like pit.
Oh god.
So I just turned and I just stopped, and then like everyone is like all the way down there, and like the boss is like looking back at me, so he's had to stop and tell everyone to stop, and he's drove back all the way to get me, and then he's reversed my quad bike back, and then I've just like drove, and I'm looking at him thinking, thank you. I was just, and I was just driving up. Honestly, it was so funny. So funny.
That's in the big sand dunes, isn't it?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. There's so much to do. Like obviously that quad biking, and then there was the camel riding. Like that was scary as well. Like so the camel. So we went on the first camel, and that was all right. So and then obviously you go, and then it's like nice food and whatnot. And then we got on the camel the second time, and then the camel was like, how would I say this? So we got on the camel and there was a camel behind us. So I'm like the furthest back.
Yeah.
And the camel was like nibbling like at my leg. And honestly, this is so embarrassing to say. Like I did like a screech. I did like a screech where it's just like I was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? And obviously, but I'm like, I don't want to like kind of do that, like to move back in case I like aggravate it. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, but that it was honestly, I'd go again next year. Like, you know what I mean? It was that good.
It's the spot, man. It's the spot.
Nearly everyone went to Dubai this year. As in, like the footballers, yeah, all the footballers. It goes through like phases. Everyone either goes Marbs, Ibiza, or Dubai, and like there's no in between. There's very few that would go elsewhere. Or Greece. People like Greece. Seems like a classy one.
Greece sounds like plus 25.
As in what?
Like age, like.
Oh yeah. No, you're not 20 going Greece. No, it's
I'd
not
be very
happening.
surprised.
Yeah, that's Marbs or Dubai, like Sydney. 20, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, I was shown a link
Nice.
where you can like rent like a Lamborghini for the day for like 900 quid, and then like a Bugatti for like 15 grand a day. Crazy shit, like.
Is this in Dubai?
In Dubai, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so you can just rent a sports car for the day, like. No. I know a guy that goes over 2 or 3 times a year, and he sent me this website of like all the different cars you can just rent just purely for a day now. I think the Lamborghini, like the Lamborghini Galados were the cheapest ones, and the most expensive ones were like the Bugattis.
Right, okay.
For like the full day. But like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of the Bugattis was like 30 grand for a single day.
30 grand?
For a single day.
You want to be wild, isn't it?
No.
You want to have
It
boatloads
is splashing
of
cash.
cash.
No
like.
chance.
I've seen, like, I think Dubai's kind of like one of those places, like every place, I suppose, you can kind of get what you want. But I saw one bloke before driving a Defender with the cheetah in the front seat. Like the cat.
That's just showing off.
That's just flav, innit? Like,
Yeah.
it's just pointless.
Yeah, it's like Tyson with his tiger. But like,
Like, come on.
cheetahs are more like
What's
dogs.
the
as
cheetah
well.
up to all day?
What do you mean?
Sipping out of a bowl. Like, there's no way that cheetah just wants to kill. They want to
Oh,
run.
you mean like he's just
They
lounging?
want
Like,
to stretch the legs. You know?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be in a Bugatti.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Second question. In Dubai, is that just a holiday? Because you are a very hard worker. Are you running or training at all? This is just pure downtime.
No.
Required downtime.
It's just pure downtime.
Good.
honestly.
I'm happy to hear that. Because the amount of people that just go on holidays and they're caught between the crossfire of resting and like being in that mindset of continual like wanting to work all the time, but
Yeah,
it just
no.
doesn't work. Like you need
You
nervous
need
system
downtime.
rest.
Like obviously, some people, who obviously like to, go on holidays and obviously have that downtime, and then like sometimes it's just like they go to other locations where it's just like they have downtime and they can also work. I think it's just all about having the perfect balance. To be fair, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that makes sense. And with the off season this year compared to last year, because it feels like yesterday from when we recorded your first episode, what do you think you done really well over the last 12 months of the season that really made it a positive season?
No, I think like this season, obviously season just gone. Obviously, I always knew it was going to be different to my first full season senior football. I think obviously when you get to the championship, it's like it's different. Like it shocks you in a way. I think obviously I remember making my debut against Blackburn. So when Michael Beale was the manager, he gave me my debut. So I'm forever grateful to him. But yeah, it's honestly just been different. I think I've improved. Obviously small things in my game that I didn't think I had, and obviously now I have. And obviously, as I said, like there's obviously a lot of things that I need to improve on. But overall, I think it's been an enjoyable season, but one I've definitely learned from.
Mm-hmm. And I remember last year you were saying that you were doing a lot of individual work with Les Ferdinand on the finishing side of things. A lot of it was primarily around getting to the front post. Is there any other like small things that you were working on individually as a centre forward last year that you were just looking to nail in last year?
Probably just still that, like obviously the front post, and obviously finishing as well. I think I'm very hard at that, to be fair, because obviously one of my coaches from Cherry Orchard a few years ago when I used to play for them, he always used to tell me practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. So it's just like about trying to perfect that craft. So it's just like if you take free kicks, you're not going to take one and then it hits the the top bins and then you just walk inside. No, it's just like, can you do that 5 times? Can you do that 10 times? Can you do it 15 times? So it's all about, kind of perfecting that craft. So that's what I'm all about, you know what I mean? But even like the front post, like obviously I think with that, it's just like, for me, obviously I look at that now because obviously I'm a student of the game. So it's just like, I look at that now, it's just like, it's not all about getting to the front post. But sometimes like you get to the front post and obviously you can, free space for someone else. But in terms of like a goal scoring opportunity, it's like, I look at it like, okay, like how can I maneuver my way, to the front post? You know what I mean? Like obviously I think a perfect example was my goal against Croatia, just, in the off-season for Ireland, just there. I think obviously Morgan goes, through it with me. It's just like sometimes you have to make, eye contact with the crosser. So it's just like, imagine you going before he crosses, it's just going to go behind you. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, as soon as he lifts his head and as soon as he hits it, it's just like back to the front post. So I think is for me personally, it's just about kind of perfecting that. And then also when to know, like, when not to go to the front post. Sometimes it's just like, it's one of them ones where you can just start and you can just go to the back post. It's all about, maneuvering, your movements. I think the best person I've seen it is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just like, you look at him and it's just like, sometimes he'll dart to the front post and then he'll just stop and then he'll end up at the back post. Or another person I look at is Erling Haaland. I think both of them are just they've kind of just perfected that type of movement. So that's obviously something I'm trying to learn from. Do you know what I mean?
What are you thinking when you're making a run? So if you're looking at a crosser, a center half and the goalkeeper, like what determines whether you're going to continue a run to the front post or delay or drift to the back?
I don't know. Like sometimes it's just like, I don't know. You have to like kind of, I think it's all about building relationships really. I think that's very important as a player. I think, obviously fullbacks, preferably obviously going to be crossing the ball. Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes it's just all about kind of having that eye contact. Do you know what I mean? To obviously, go to the front post or go to the back post. It's not easy. It's not easy to kind of perfect that type of stuff. But obviously I'm still learning my trade. And obviously, long may it continue because obviously I'm not perfect at all. But, it's just small things like that. I think obviously if you build a relationship with someone, it's just like they already know where you are before, like, you make that any type of movement. So yeah, as I just said, it's all about just building relationships.
Yeah, it's funny. Even I remember I was crossing for Idemo one of the weeks and I noticed he had this like check away to the front post, and even like after a couple of reps you kind of get a better understanding of the player that's between the sticks. I can only imagine what that's like if you guys are training every single day. Like, like if somebody shifts the ball in front of them, they're going to hit this type of cross or that's very interesting. What would you say about centre forwards, about the decision of whether to go front or back?
We were touched on it today, talking about reading, so like Cindy was saying, reading the crosser's body language. So, for example, if someone's sprinting full pelt towards the end line and their hips aren't facing the goal, they're facing the end line, there's no way they can like beautifully whip it. It's like, it's impossible to try and get around it. So you generally, the one or two you hit today, Cindy, one of the headers was outrageous, by the way, where I touched wide, and since I went so wide, there was like pretty much no language to read where I was going to put it. So just stay put, just stay exactly where you are, and when the ball leaves my foot, then make a dart. It's essentially what we done. And you held it perfect, run the middle, ended up just hooking it, and then you met it like, I don't know how high in the air, but it was perfect, right in the bottom corner. Then for other ones, for example, Joe, we were saying earlier, the half space. So if a fullback or a 10, like where De Bruyne goes, gets one slipped into the half space, and you see the crosser's hips start to turn, if they're facing that near one, you've got to dart to the front. So get across it. If they take a touch and they hesitate, you can decide to, like we done earlier, pull out. So remember I was saying about the camera angle earlier. If you have a camera angle from the side, you'll pretty much see everyone do this, and then the goal scorer just does like that. Just arrives. Drops in. Let everyone run. You stay exactly where you are. Just let everyone completely beat your momentum and just stay exactly as you are. And then if they take another touch, when everyone starts to jump, you go the opposite way. And I'm just talking about that. But that's so niche. That's such a specific scenario where that might happen. So if someone fakes the cross and then takes another touch, especially in that half space, if they have a yard space, most of it though, like that, is understanding who you're playing with. Some fullbacks or wingers, for example, like love a hang. So Prom was saying last year, Phoenix Patterson was really good at it, where he'd get to the end line and he always knew he was never going to whip it. He was always going to like dink it. Yeah. And when he dinks it, Prom would just arrive to the back post. He knew it was always going to go there. And that's a relationship thing and a technique thing. While if you're going to go off someone you don't really know so well, or the defending position of the action's really good, but you don't know how they're going to cross it. It's just about kind of reading the body shape, essentially, of the crosser, whoever it might be. So, yeah, there's a lot to it. And again, there's so many different scenarios. And at times, you make the best run in the world, the ball will never arrive. It's just the way it is. You got to make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runs, and one of them will come off. But it's a game of probability. If you get yourself in the right position, 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit the target 9 times out of 10, pretty much. So, yeah.
And then you need to make ball contact, which is in the next
from
chapter,
crosses. Tough, eh?
This is what this.
Scoring from crosses is the hardest thing in the world.
Sinclair said earlier, that's why centre forwards make the best money.
Yeah, it is. It is. The ability to put the ball in the back of the net.
You were saying there about the example with the header, though. Like, you could make the perfect run, get a good cross, but the real centre forwards, the ones that make the difficult crosses, end up in the back of the net. Like.
Yeah, may still find a way to get it. That's why the stick Haaland gets infuriates me. Like, if I play for City, I'll get 10 goals. Shut up. Have you ever seen the goals he scores? Yeah, 2 or 3 of them. Well, no, there's more, because his probability is so high. All the rebounds and stuff he scores. Yeah, because he's in the right position all the time. That's the first thing. The second thing, the like decent chances, the ones he makes look like great cross, great finish, are so difficult to score. The ones in the half volleys, the one where it's going backwards and he's trying to readjust his body, is arriving, catching it like as it hops instead of like trying to smash it, like guiding it. All those small things. He's an incredible finisher. Like, incredible. Ronaldo's the same. Did you see the goal he scored against Ireland? Obviously, the stanch is outrageous, but the other one, the cross, where instead of trying to smash the thing, it's just about the bounce in front of him. He's obviously not left-footed, great with his left foot. Instead of trying to smash it, just guides it. Little flick around the corner into the bottom corner. Other centre forwards lose the head there, try smash it, catch it as it falls. It's nice and composed. Yeah, so the likes of the Haaland stuff, they make, like, he should minimum have 15 goals a year playing for City, the style of player he is, but he ends up with 30 plus because he makes difficult chances look incredibly simple, but they're not. There's a lot of like the ones between the sticks, as you said, between 6 yard or even the goal line to like 12 yard. They're by right like an easy finish, but they're not simple to execute. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're middle of the goal, you should score in terms of distance, but they're not a simple execution. Like, to catch a ball like that, if it's wrapped at you, pressure on your back, goalkeeper in front of you, and it's on a half volley, the ability to just relax and place it in corners instead of just smashing it or knocking it over the bar. That's why, like, the easiest finishes are in that zone, but like, they're far from simple to put in the back of the net. And so it requires a lot, and that's why strikers need repetition. Simple as.
We talk a lot about just, especially for players of your caliber, setting an environment where it's kind of like exploratory. So Morgan wouldn't have all the answers. I don't think any coach has all the answers, but it's kind of like setting up different scenarios of like the most probable chances that you will get at your club. Is there anything that you see on a day-to-day basis with QPR that is like a recurring chance? Is it like rebounds, or like what's the most, like if you were to work on one thing for 12 months that you knew consistently, like that cross is going to come in the most, what would it look like?
Probably the one to the front post.
Yeah.
Probably that. I think, as I said, I think it's just all about timing, and it's that relationship with someone. You know, I feel like, because then again, it's just like, at the end of the day, like, you know, a striker can score goals, midfielder, whoever, but I think that one to the front post, I feel like it's just different, because it's just like, sometimes it's just like, you can just arrive there and then boom, it's just a goal. Do you know what I mean? Or sometimes it's just like, you can fake, and then it's just like a defender can go that way, and then you can go that way, and then you just boom to the front post. Or it's just like, you can make a run, and sometimes like you making that run just causes carnage, and then it can just, you know, fall to a midfielder. It's just a goal. So I'll probably say the front post.
Split second, yeah.
The ball always has to pass the front post in order to get to the box.
You were saying that last year.
Yeah, it's always going to pass it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then pivoting to the international football, obviously a huge chapter of last year was the senior international debut. How did all that come about? Because you were in camp, weren't you, with the 21s when all this occurred?
Yeah. So I was in camp with the 21s, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I think that night we had our first qualifying game against Turkey. So I was starting the game, and then I was going to breakfast So I was going to breakfast, and the gaffer, Mr. Crawford, obviously pulled me aside and was basically saying, "Oh, Stephen, Kenny has obviously called you to the first team." And in that moment, it's just like you're caught between two minds. Just like, okay, wow, I'm going to the first team, and then also it's just like, oh, we have a game tonight. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a caught me between two minds. And honestly, when he told me the news, the first people I told was Oidemo and James the Banquet, because obviously they were in my room at the time. And then honestly, it was just like that drive up to the Castle Knock was honestly like, it was scary. Like I was like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Obviously, I want to say what I want to say, but I can't say it. But honestly, I was just so nervous. And obviously, you just meet everyone. Like obviously, Chidozie Bennett was there, Jason Knight was there, Alan Brown was there, and everyone was just so welcoming. But yeah, it was honestly that time. I'll never forget it.
You're just in the car by yourself and the driver, is that it?
Myself and the driver.
Oh, yeah,
that was it.
That is tough.
Yeah, well, it was honestly. It was nerve wracking, but honestly, if they said to do that again, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, man.
100%.
So you obviously couldn't play the Turkey game. You get shipped out to Castleknock. There was a couple of days training before the game occurred, wasn't it? Did you notice a big difference in the tempo or the session layout of 21s versus first team?
To be fair, I think it was nothing I couldn't handle. Like I handled it, pretty well. I think the only thing that probably kind of shocked me was the tempo of the small sided games, because if I'm not mistaken, I think I was up against Darragh O'Shea in training. I'm thinking, I'm strong enough, I can probably just hold him. But it's just like basically what we talk about like, if you're about to go to the ball, just that little scan. Do you know what I mean? To know he's there. And sometimes, like, obviously, still developing my game, and that sometimes he just like push me and then just get the ball and just run with it and like do what he does. Do you know what I mean? I think that was probably the only shock. I think obviously like more so was like, yeah, it was more so like a structure. So it's just like if you're a striker, you stay in that position. But it's just like, I'm a guy that likes to kind of, in small sided games, kind of likes to drift. So it's just like I can get the ball, and if I can get 1v1 and just do what I do, you know what I mean? But it was more so kind of just stay in your position. So that's probably the only thing that kind of, shocked me, to be fair.
And is the session layout the same, like when it comes to like warm up technical practices? Let's say if you're doing like 11v11 functions and then you go into like small side game rallies, like is it the exact same?
No, I think it's completely different.
Is it?
I think obviously it's senior football. It's senior football at the end of the day. So obviously they were getting prepared to play Holland. So it was completely different. I think obviously some of the players, didn't train, like 2 days before, because I think they just had a game before. So it was completely different. The setup was completely different. So it's just like is like you go in. I think my first session, if I'm not mistaken, was obviously passing drill. Then you go into possession. That we just did cross on the finish, and yeah, that was just it's a boy's completely different layout.
Yeah, interesting. And that was on the first team pitch in Abbottstown, isn't it? Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely. That's very interesting. And in the pre-match, when the squad came out and all those different things, did you know that there could be a chance where you'd get minutes, or was it just a case of you knew if you had to play a role that you'd be there to play it? Like,
no, because initially I thought it's like if you're calling me from 21s, you have to play me. Really, that's just on my mind. It's like you have to play me.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You can't just call me and then just not play me. That's not me being arrogant. So it's just like you call me from 21s. Obviously, listen, I'm forever thankful. that thankfully 21s won. Do you know what I mean? Because maybe if they didn't win, it would have been a different story. And then me not playing, it's just like, why did you take them? But obviously 21s won, and obviously I made my debut. So even though I came on for like 5 minutes, I didn't care. Like I just wanted to be on that pitch because I'm a Dublin boy. I live 20 minutes away from the Aviva, so yeah, it was a dream come true, honestly.
Yeah, amazing. I remember watching them. We were buzzing as well.
Yeah,
buzzing.
It's class.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think if you're gonna, because the Turkey game was a massive game, and the 21s have a serious chance of qualifying for the Euro, especially with the September games coming around. And I agree with you. Like if I was a third party person, like let's say like an innocent bystander looking, if you're going to pull like a top player out of 21s, surely they have to play in some capacity, which is quite exciting. Like I'd be thinking if I was in your shoes, like there's a real chance here that I'm going to cross the white lines today, like when you're coming onto the pitch or before you even come on, I know you're quite a spiritual guy. Did you take any moments to kind of just like take a deep breath and go like, I'm here right now, or is it just a chaos of emotion?
I think when the game started, so we did the national anthem, and after the national anthem, it felt like, honestly, like the ground was just shaking. Like I was like, I'm not usually a guy that gets nervous, but honestly, that game I was so nervous because I was on the bench, and then like to my right was like my family, so they were literally like, they could see from the bench, and obviously when I went up to warm up, I just see them from the right, you know. But I didn't really take it in, to be fair. It was only after the game, you know, when my phone was like blowing up, you know. That's when I really took it in. I was like, oh, like I'm actually like I've made my senior debut. Do you know what I mean? It's obviously something, you know, I've been wanting to do since the age of 15, and obviously doing it, especially in the Aviva as well, like at home. But yeah, I'll never forget it, honestly.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible and massive game too.
Yeah,
like,
top opposition.
Yeah,
Up against Virgil. Wild, like wild.
Yeah, it's I can't even fathom it, if I'm honest with you. Like, what's even that like? Like you're going, like you're obviously in camp. Darragh at a top centre half. Like Virgil's another step up. Like, did you even notice any small differences within those 5 to 8 minutes on the pitch of just quality, communication, intensity? Anything stand out to you?
Obviously watching from the game, I think the best players just do they just do the simple things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but they just make it look so good. Like, obviously, I think everybody knows Virgil van Dijk plays, you know, left centre half for obviously Liverpool, but him getting the ball out of his feet and just hitting that diac to Salah every single time. I'm not even sure if that's repetition for him. He just has that in his locker. Do you know what I mean? But I think, obviously, I was just seeing the back of his shirt. I think the only thing you can say about Virgil van Dijk is he smelled good.
I was going to say, does he smell good? I'm genuinely going to ask you. Because Troy Deeney said that, didn't he? Saying he's a to play against because he's big, aggressive, and he just looks and smells the part. Like, he's got it all.
Smells so good. No cap. Smells so good.
He'd want it anyway. The guy has no faults.
Yeah.
No.
No, he doesn't actually know. He's zero faults.
None at all.
Zero faults.
It pains me because I'm a United fan. I fucking love him. I love him.
He's quality.
There is nothing I don't like about him. As a guy and as a player, I've loved his interviews as well. Don't know if he's ever seen his interviews. I think he's really good in interviews. I thought you done well as well in the 8 minutes. People always say like, oh, you can't do much in 8 minutes, 5 minutes. A young player getting their debut lifts the fans. It lifts the bench. It lifts the players on the pitch. Like, people love that shit. Absolutely, they eat it up, and then fans eat it up too.
Yeah, the style of player you are as well. Something goes in behind.
I'm just onto it.
You're just on it. Like, it doesn't matter how bad the pass is. Like, fans appreciate that so much. Sometimes you can definitely do too much of it and you fatigue for no reason. But if you do that last 10 minutes of a game, of an international game at home in the Aviva, and you're just chasing lost causes, everyone's up. Like, everyone is guaranteed to be like, because if you get a toe on it, a block, you know those ones you sprint and you get a block on it and it goes out of play for 10 minutes, the adrenaline,
it just lifts the crowd up.
Everyone's up. It's incredible how important that is. And we spoke about it last week on a podcast, maybe with one of the guys, I think, talking about getting adrenaline going. You see, like, Jude Bellingham do it a lot. He'll do something just to get his adrenaline going, and it gets the crowd going, gets the players going, puts the opposition into a little bit of franticness, panic, and it's wild the effect that can have on games of football. You know, and I think you have that trait of that getting fans going, because I know we spoke about it last year on the podcast how much the current QPR fans love it. It's wild. Like, that feeling of the chants and stuff must be incredible, is it?
Yeah, like the fact they've still kept it going is crazy, to be fair. As I said, I think I said it, last year. Obviously, the first time I heard the chant was obviously against Blackburn, and obviously the fact they've continued to do it. Honestly, I'm forever grateful. It's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
The centre forward role is interesting because I think a lot of people, when they ask us even about like, oh, what a good centre forwards do, like bar score goals, I always say about lost causes and stuff. Does that cross your mind about like that hard work? I remember you were talking obviously when you were with Duff in the 15s at Rovers, and the running was very important. But like, is that something that you actively think about? Like, that has to be a part of my.
I think it's just about, in my mind, it's just like, even if I'm having a bad game, like, in my mind, it's just like I still have to run. Like I still have to, if the centre half is about to get the ball out of his feet, get a block, something. You know, just do something. So it kind of makes me feel good about myself. And obviously the lads will still see, okay, he may not be having his best day, but he's still putting in the work. Do you know what I mean? So I think, yeah, that's very important to me, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why centre forwards get rotated a lot. Is that when they're poor, they're poor. They don't affect the game. That's why Martial is my biggest hate of all time. He doesn't affect the game unless he's playing anyway decent. And even if he is playing decent, he's still so lazy. Unless he scores, like, he's completely ineffective. Do you know what I mean? And that's why centre forwards can struggle big time, especially in the championship. Is not easy to play in. Like, my God, it's so frantic, so chaotic. You need to be so effective, because if you're not, like, there's how many strikers in the championship, and like, they're all good. All of them have something about them, whether they're bagging 20, 30 goals, as long as it's double figures. And then there's boys in the league that don't contribute much in terms of goals, but they have the complete other side of the game. You're kind of trying to find that happy balance, aren't you, of being effective, which you are, I think, by nature, and then getting goals in as well. Trying to be effective with both, because it's hard to do both. You run out of a lot of energy, a lot of steam from chasing lost causes, and you kind of find yourself in awkward positions sometimes. So yeah, no, it's interesting to, I don't know, find that balance. Obviously, you could score, God willing, 15, 20 goals and probably feel like you probably haven't played as well, because you might not be everywhere or as involved. And it's just like trying to pick and choose, when do I go, when do I just kind of relax for a minute, try conserve some energy. It's always intriguing with centre forwards, isn't it? The whole narrative around them's always interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to take us home. I have an interesting one here for you, Sinclair, right? So I have a quiz ready. Quick fire one. You against Morgan. So you can get him back for all the...
Oh, it's me?
The additional...
Shit, I didn't know this.
The additional reps that he's giving you now over the summer. You can get a win here. Here's the layout, gents, right? Very easy. 3 topics. Right. All right, 3 topics. First topic is football globally, which I think you'll both be good in. There is 5 questions per topic.
I'm not at all ready for this, but okay.
I knew you. That's why I didn't say it to you. That's why I didn't say it to Sinclair. Thought it'd be funny.
Good
You ready,
start.
Cindy? You ready? So here we go, lads. Right?
Hey,
I'm gonna come in.
Sorry.
I'm coming in.
Go.
I'm coming in. So you don't need to buzz in, but you only have 3 guesses at each question.
Right. Okay.
Is that all right?
Okay.
So you can shout across each other or whatever. I'll make a call who gets the point. But yeah, you only have 3 attempts at each question. Is that okay with both of you?
That's fine, yeah.
Cool.
Is that cool? Okay, so football globally, okay? First question. With 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper has the best record in the Premier League?
Pre-check.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, spot on. Out of the gate. Yes, sir. All right. 1-0.
This is disaster, lads.
Yeah, 1-0.
Oh my days.
Morgan, I thought you would have got that one, if I'm honest with you.
You gave me 0.0 of a second.
That's why Cindy's the fastest here. All right, second question.
Oh, Jesus.
The fastest goal scored in the Premier League history came in 7.96 seconds. Who scored it?
Oh. No.
The fastest
Shane
goal.
Long.
Yes!
Is it?
Yeah, it is indeed.
I thought it was someone Irish, because there was a whole thing about it, wasn't there?
I think we've had that question before, though, on a podcast quiz. Well done. 2-0
You know what I'm
Sinclair. All right. You got to get both players here, okay? There is a point going for each player. 2 English players have won the World Cup Golden Boot. Who are they?
Michael Owen?
No.
No, World Cup.
World Cup Golden Boot.
Yeah. 2 English players.
Harry Kane?
Yeah. It's 1.
Oh, Genie Mac.
1986 was the second player.
86.
Yeah. 1986.
86.
England had 1 top centre forward now in 1986.
Lineker?
Yeah. Gary Lineker. Yeah.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
Really?
Never guessed that.
Yeah, top
Maybe
goal
Harry
scorer.
Kane. I should have got that one. Probably, yeah.
I forgot. Harry Kane was the 2018.
He had a load of penalties.
2016.
No, it would have been
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
16 euros.
But yeah, Gary Lineker is I wouldn't say underrated. I think he is rated, but he
was
like,
just outside like the new
the
era of
generation.
90s and 2000s.
Yeah, a little bit out of
supposedly top.
Yeah. This would be a tricky one now. You only have 3 guesses, remember. In which year was the first European Championship held?
Oh, Jesus.
It's an even number. I'll give you that at least. You only have 3 guesses.
Obviously.
It might be an odd number.
Every 4 years. It's always even.
But it could have started in like 1953, for example.
And then they said, do you know what? Bin that. We'll go every 4th year or every 3rd year now. Bin that.
Well, yeah, at least you can work your way back, I'd say. 3 guesses.
See, it has to be like, if it's every 4 years, it has to be a certain number, but I'm not going to do the math of that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
But you've 3 guesses, so spit them out, lads.
No, I'm not going to do that, 'cause I'll be here forever.
Cindy's waiting for your first guess. So we
Yeah, I
can
know. I
gauge.
see him. He's glanced at me 2 or 3 times.
Post the war. That's one thing.
Pre-post war.
World War II.
I didn't know this now. I thought the European Championship stayed as late back as the World Cup.
Doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
So it's recent
I
enough.
think it's post-war. World War
I'm going to go. First guess.
All right.
1960.
On the money! On the money!
You're taking the piss.
I swear to God, more, it's on the money. On the money. 1960.
Really?
Yeah, on the money. He's doing great. That's who he is.
That's. You know I'm bad at quizzes. That's top class.
What the actual heck?
Doyler's buzzing with me. He is buzzing.
How did you come to that answer?
Yes.
A pure guess.
But you took your time though.
I did, but I was going to say 1952. I was like, no, go even first. Go like flat even, like I mean a 0. So
Interesting.
that's
I was going to say 1950.
It's
that is something.
It's 3-2. More
Oh,
you got
lucky
2
Cindy.
points there for the Guardian Liquor and Hurricane one. All right, last question, the football specific one. Okay. In what league is the concept of a designated player a feature?
Excuse me?
In what league is the concept of a designated player a feature?
What does that mean, sorry?
So there's only one league in the world that has this thing called the designated player. It's essentially a rule.
Okay.
Only one league has it.
Syria.
No.
Designated. What does that mean, though?
Okay.
I don't understand.
If I define it though, I think you'll get it. But it's basically, all right, get ready here. What the rule is defined as is that you can have 3 players in your team that can avoid the salary cap rules of your team. So they can be above the salary cap.
Oh,
Premier League.
Nope.
Saudi.
Nope.
Do you know what it is?
I think so.
Turkey. The Turkish league.
Nope, you're out of guesses.
Shit.
I was gonna say that, you know.
Because Turkey has a bit
I was gonna say that.
of funds, you know.
Oh,
I'm surprised you haven't got this.
It's one of the
Yeah.
tournament homes for players.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it
You're
is.
buzzed out anyway.
surely not China.
No.
Oh, damn.
It's a good guess though.
MLS?
It is the MLS. You had a guess, Cindy. Yeah, MLS lads. Called the Beckham rule as well, but you would have got that.
to see, yeah, no, after that, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, man, damn.
I was afraid. I was trying to, because you were like, what does it mean? I was like, I can't define it. If I define it, they're going to get it. China had like a 3-year spell where it was the league of like the retirement
Yeah.
homes.
Oscar. All them
But like,
boys.
you don't have any players going to China anymore.
Did Tevez go?
Yeah, you did.
But like, yeah, no one's.
Yeah, no one really
gone
goes
there.
anymore. Probably
Right.
more funds in Saudi. you know.
That's void anyway, because neither of you got it. So, Morgan, you're 3-2 up at the moment. All right, the next topic, popular culture. I try to keep it as modern as I could.
All right.
So, this is an interesting one, right? Who is Darren Watkins Jr.?
Bro. What the heck is this, man?
All right, I'll give you a hint.
Darren Watkins. I was like, who?
I'll give you a hint.
Ollie Watkins' agent.
It's a streamer.
Wait, Wait,
Oh, close to that.
Darren Watkins is his name.
Close to that, no?
Darren.
Darren Watkins.
Speed.
Yeah. Yeah, it is Speed.
Yes!
No, oh. I knew it was Darren, but I didn't know it was Watkins. What? Like what?
Yeah, Darren Watkins, yeah.
He named that for his dad, didn't he?
Yeah.
That is weird, man. Anyways.
Morgan, yeah, you got him.
Bro.
I was there just making sure I got Darren pronounced correctly. Yeah, Darren, yeah. Darren Watkins Jr.,
oh,
yeah.
man. Wow. Fair
yeah.
is, sure is.
I never knew his name. All right, next one. What club has won the most NBA championships?
Lakers?
No.
Surely the Bulls.
No.
No, wait. Chicago Bulls, is that no?
Yeah.
No, they haven't won the most.
The one Jordan played for.
Yeah.
Is it not that, no?
No.
Oh, the
Fucking hell.
Lakers. Celtics?
Yes.
I was going to say that, man.
Celtics.
I was going to
The
say
golden
that.
years of Bird and all the boys.
gonna say that.
And then they won.
They just won recently,
They just
innit?
won, yeah.
Yeah. They
Jason
haven't won in
Tatum.
years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Celtics. I thought it was the Bulls. I was like, maybe not.
They've only won, like, surely they haven't won much outside of Jordan. They haven't won
Actually,
since.
do you want me to Google it?
They haven't won
I don't
since.
think they have.
Uh,
I don't think they've won after Jordan, to be fair.
how many did Jordan win with them? Six.
3 on the bounce twice.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Chicago Bulls, NBA
Won it that much.
championships.
No, I'd say it's 6 or 7. I wouldn't say they got more than.
6, lads.
Yeah. So only Mihal.
Yeah.
Mihal Jordan.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is
insane.
So he's defined
crazy.
the franchise and said, right,
That
lads,
is nuts.
in a bit. Sound.
All right. Next question. Who is the most streamed artist on Spotify?
Shirley Drake.
Nope.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I was literally going to say that.
Yeah, Drake was knocked off this year. Taylor
Was he
Swift-
actually, wait, the most streamed? Because didn't he recently just win like 200 billion streams or something?
Yeah. Taylor Swift's killing it though.
She's
Yeah, no,
everywhere.
she is crazy.
Yeah,
she
she's
is
killing it.
everywhere.
She is crazy.
Because she's on
Wow.
tour at the minute. Like, she's everywhere. Like, what's Drake really in the news for? The Lamar beef?
Yeah.
Didn't she just recently sell out the Burnabout? Taylor Swift. Yeah, she did, yeah. That's nuts. And she recently went to Anfield as well.
Yeah, she's playing in the Aviva next Sunday.
Really?
Is she, yeah?
Yeah, next Sunday. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's gonna be.
I thought she'd
Wow.
play in Croke Park. I was only saying this to my missus the other day, but I think Croke Park have that weird thing. They can only have X amount of gigs a
I
year.
think Garth Brooks Young Flat.
That's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be
That will be
carnage.
carnage. Cowboy boots everywhere. All right, next one. What company has the largest market cap as of today? So market cap means their total value. What's the biggest company in the world?
Apple.
No. There's been 3 companies battling it out over the last month. Apple is one of them, but they're not at the top today.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I can. What company has the largest market cap as of the 24th of June, which is today? So a market cap is like their total value.
Okay.
Essentially, who is the biggest company in the world as of today? They are in the trillions of dollars. 3.3 trillion is their total value, which is more than the GDP of a lot of countries.
Most, surely.
How many guesses do we have?
3. You know the company, so it's well worth a crack of having a guess.
With 2 in my mind.
I've got 2 or 3. Some of them are bold, though, right? Yeah, okay.
Google.
No. 5th. You're not out of the race yet.
That was so
You
rash,
better,
man.
you better stay quiet
That
for a
was
minute.
so
let
rash.
me rattle a few off. I'll give you a
That was
chance.
a good guess. They're 5th. Give them a 5th. It's the recent developments in AI is where they're getting a lot of their funding or a lot of their value from.
That's charming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I say can I say one of the guesses I was going to say? That is completely disregarded that. All right. It was McDonald's. No. AI, man. AI chips. Do you ever have one of them? Holograms.
No,
Leo.
it's not McDonald's. It's a technology company.
Yeah, well, surely it's tech if they're top of the pops.
You all
Microsoft?
know it. It is Microsoft, Morgan.
That's it. With Microsoft.
Yeah.
Shy.
Yeah. Microsoft.
Shy. Wow.
The other company so it's Microsoft, Apple and Nvidia. But I don't think you know Nvidia.
No, I wouldn't
They
have a
do
clue.
The chips.
the computer chips.
Nvidia.
Yeah.
Damn.
No one really knows them, to be fair.
Told you about the hologram chips.
All right.
Wasn't joking. Wasn't joking, brother.
All right, last question on the popular culture. What film has made the most money at box office?
Barbie.
No.
Oppenheimer.
No.
That was so dumb. Why would I say both of them? Why would I say both of them? If it's not one,
He's locked in nowhere.
box office.
Is this of all time?
All time.
Oh,
There's only 2 years between you, and there's a big difference in pop culture between 2 years, I have to say.
Can you?
This is an obvious one. I
It was obvious to me.
See, when I say that, it starts getting me twisted.
It's from.
Gary, you're the man behind the camera. You can't be giving hints.
It's
always
it's obviously old.
You're always giving hints at
It's obviously a little bit
quizzes.
older. It's obviously a little bit older. That lens just retracted. It's an older movie, is it? No.
It's an older movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beyond like the year 2000. You're both
Beyond that. So
Oh, sorry, from 2000 on. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both would have seen it definitely.
this is like box office, like what?
Yeah, so box office means just their cinema
Like
sales.
cinema sales.
Oh,
I've only one more guess, so I'm gonna
Rush Hour.
stay calm.
No.
Rush Hour.
It's a good guess, isn't it?
It's a good guess. It's a good film, man.
Good guess, isn't it?
It's a good film.
Oh my god, it's not even, probably not even top 40.
It's a good guess.
That's a good guess.
Of all time, that is crazy.
That's howling.
You two
City.
guesses, City. Morgan, you have one.
That's a howling guess. That should be minus a point. Great movie though.
Of all time, that is not
all time, lads. What's a film that adults love and kids love? It fills all demographics.
Oh, okay. Now I've narrowed it down. Oh
Is he out guesses
No,
now?
no, I've
Morgan
got
has
one more. I'm a good bit ahead that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it out. If this is a good guess though. Is it Frozen?
No.
That's a good guess though.
Nah, man. Nah.
You said Rush Hour.
You said
Rush Hour.
But like adults and kids love that movie. Frozen is just for like 5-year-olds. You get it?
That is fair.
I cannot believe you're trying to rationalize Rush Hour.
He's
got two more. He's got two more.
You do. You two more.
Yo,
I don't trust him though. There's no way he's getting
This
it.
is crazy.
There's
no way you're
So
getting
it has CGI and it has real actors.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Can I whisper to you?
No.
Can I type it to you?
Yeah. It has CGI and real actors.
That's trauma, maybe.
No, I know what it is. Is it?
Oh my days, man.
It is.
You know it.
I don't know if you've seen it, Cindy. Like I guess you have. You can void it, and we can move to the next question if you want.
Man, okay. I still have two
Guesses.
guesses left.
Two
man,
guesses.
I don't even know because man, this film could have been like made before I was born.
No, definitely not.
It wasn't.
No,
Definitely not.
I'll actually get you the year,
I'm going to say 08.
and there's two of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Just three, I think.
Is there?
Definitely two.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, hold on. Deadpool. I jammed.
You give one more guess though. There's actually three of them. The first one,
That's Deadpool. Remember last year, Cindy? You were on the podcast. I remember.
I jammed.
the first one was in 2009. The second one was in 2022, and there's a third one coming out.
2022?
That was the second one, yeah. And there's a third one coming out next year.
It's like massive. It was so famous.
It was massive at the time.
Tell them the movie at B. Do you remember what movie?
I feel like I know
It
it.
used to be Titanic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, hold on. Box office ever. What's
Yeah.
that? Oh no, hold on. Avatar.
Outstanding.
Very good.
Outstanding.
I am stunned you got it. Stunned.
Well done, man.
I'm actually
From
sweating.
Rush Hour to I'm sweating as well. You know,
I'm actually sweating. I'm actually sweating. No cap. Like I'm actually sweating. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Deadpool, I jammed.
Wow.
Great guess.
Well done, Cindy.
I can't believe I got that. Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
Fair play
Yeah,
to you.
you done great, man. All right, here we go, lads.
I am sweating.
Last
lads. Like
topic.
I full blown like sweat.
God, I was going to cry laughing there. Last topic.
I jammed.
All right, random topic, lads. All right, random topic.
Okay.
What is the largest island in the world?
That's a good question. Because like there's countries that are, well, obviously, but like I mean monstrous.
Yeah.
Surely monstrous ones are defined as islands.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have any land borders, it's an island. So,
Shit, like
Continent? No.
no, that's a great. So it's not Antarctica. That's a great. Pull up, Gary.
I don't know, man. I actually don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna struggle
I'm
with this one.
done.
now.
I'm finished. I'm
You
finished.
can vote if you mutually come to an agreement. We can vote.
Geog is not gonna do it for me.
No, I'm done.
All right, it's actually Greenland.
Yeah, I was never
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get
never. I mean, not
never
even
gonna
close.
get that.
Not
Fair
even
enough.
close.
All right, good void. All right, the next question. What is the longest venomous snake in the world? Longest.
Is it a specific, like, it has to be defined as a...
Yeah,
there's a few...
but it is like a type of snake.
Venomous.
Yeah, there's only 90. I think. Well, only 90. I think there is 90 venomous snakes.
The
in the world.
biggest
Yeah,
isn't like an anaconda, but they're not venomous.
correct.
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done, man. I'm done.
You exhausted the
I
resources of
actually-
Avatar, man.
I don't even
The brain power, you are on overdrive. The fumes.
snake. Like I think the only one I know is a flipping anaconda. Like that's the only one I know.
Yeah, and they
Um,
don't have venom.
A Burmese python.
No.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
A Burmese python?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I don't think pythons are venomous either, man.
I don't know.
No.
Jesus, who is then?
Your vipers and your rattlesnakes and all that. But there is one that's the biggest. I would have got it, I think. You want to avoid it, Morgan? You've two guesses, so
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid it.
it's a famous snake. You both have guesses, to be fair. So
Famous.
it is a famous snake, yeah. Like everyone knows what it is.
Like I probably. Oh yeah. If you say the answer, I've probably now heard of
Python.
it. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Anaconda. It's not a rattlesnake of some sort, is it?
No, it's not in the Americas.
So like python, anaconda, rattlesnake.
It's not in Australia.
What else is going on?
I'm done.
The one from Harry Potter. That's an anaconda, isn't it?
It is an anaconda, yeah. Do you want to avoid it?
I'm done.
I actually don't want it.
Cindy's out, I think.
I don't want to avoid it, but
I'm done, man. Done, man.
Cindy's done, so I'm with him.
King Cobra.
Oh, cobra. So you see, are they,
Yeah,
python,
a cobra.
King Cobra, yeah. The one with the snake charmers had with the big
that was the
Big
Bebo,
heads.
the Bebo profile pictures back in the day.
a King Cobra.
Yeah, there was a car and everyone used to call it King Cobra.
Oh yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So python, rattlesnake, anaconda. The only one, the obvious one, is a cobra.
Yeah. King Cobra, yeah. I thought
fair
you
enough.
would have had a crack. Alright, there's only 3 more questions left. So here's the next one. What sport is typically played until a team reaches 25 points?
25?
Yeah, I didn't notice either. What sport is typically played until a team reaches 25 points?
So it's obviously a team sport. That doesn't mean it has to be any more than 2.
Yeah, 3 guesses.
This is crazy. Like
Not a common sport now, so let me put that out there.
it's not common.
Yeah, it's not like your rugby or your football.
Netball.
No, good guess.
Good guess,
though.
good
Yeah,
guess.
good guess. It does have a ball. I'll give you that.
Does have a ball. Okay. It's not in like the top 5. It's not like your baseball, your basketball. It's not in there. It's not in that bracket.
Until 25 points. That's kind of nuts when you think of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I said typically as well, so I'm guessing there must be some weird rules.
It's none of the big ones.
No, it's a subsidiary sport.
It's a niche sport. Badminton?
You're on the right track with netball and badminton. You're on the right track. But it's not a racket sport.
Badminton's not really a ball though.
Yeah, fairs.
It is. It's shuttlecock. Good
Fairs,
shout,
though.
City.
Yeah, fairs. It's not it is not a racket sport.
It's quiet, is it?
Because you can't get an answer.
No, 'cause racket,
This
racket.
is crazy.
Causing a racket.
Oh, sorry, Morgan. That is
Lads,
very good. That
keep
is very
up with
good.
me. Come on.
25 points.
Racket. So it's not a racket sport. 25 points.
No, I never knew. If that was the only information I had, it was 25 points, I would never have a crack at it. So,
But you've eliminated a good few there with no racket.
yeah. It can be played indoors. It can be played outdoors.
Okay.
That's important. That's important.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Indoors, outdoors.
Yeah. There's boys teams, there's girls teams, there's mixed teams.
Tag rugby?
No.
Volleyball.
Yes.
Ah, well done, City.
Yes. Well done. Yes. Volleyball. I never knew that was 25 points. Did you know that, Gary?
That's nuts.
When they said netball and then you said it's something similar,
Volleyball never even came into my head, Johnny.
Really?
Never even came into
Yeah.
my head.
Well done, City. 2 questions left.
That was good.
What is the first animal ever to be cloned?
Sheep.
Yes, Morgan. What the f***? How'd you know that?
It was your man has a name, doesn't he?
I think so.
What was his name?
That's crazy.
Get the name.
Get the name of the sheep that was
Get
cloned.
the name of the sheep at the cloud. He had a name.
All right, I'll grab a few
Respect him if you're going to pull him up. I mean,
here.
at least name
of
him.
Sheep.
Seriously.
I didn't know you could clone animals, by the way.
Yeah. How?
Dolly.
Who
is the name of the
skipped
sheep.
past that and went? You know what? Clone him. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, like no one's.
Is he like? Did Dolly survive? He did.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah. Dolly's currently on. Well, it's dead now. Is currently on display in Explore within the Science and Technology Gallery.
Insane. That should be everywhere.
Because like if you could clone like you, like
Unbelievable. Like how? Do you know what grinds my gears a little? Yeah. How has nothing else been cloud since? Number one, we reached the moon and everyone goes, you know what? Been that for a while. Let's stay easy on that. Why isn't there someone on the moon every couple of weeks now?
I think not on the
No,
moon per se.
I
It's very
mean-
expensive though.
I thought, gee, people got the funds, man.
It's in the billions though.
People got the funds, man. They could do it back yonder. They can certainly do it now. That's one. Two, Dolly got cloned. Where's the clone of Cinny? Where's the clone of anything? Why isn't there more?
I don't know. I'll Google it after.
I've got to know that.
I will. I'll Google it for you. There's only one more question though. All right, he will take it home. I never knew this either.
so warm.
The unicorn is the national animal of which country?
Bro, this one. Unicorn.
A unicorn
Is it
Malta.
national one? I'm sorry.
is the national animal of what country?
I threw a guess in there, but it's wrong, obviously.
Yeah, it is wrong. Crazy. It's a mythical animal. Do you know this?
Greece?
No.
It's in where, sorry?
Huh?
Where did you say it was?
He's not going to tell you.
I'm not going to tell you.
No, he said it's in somewhere.
It's a mythical creature, is what he said.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said it's in somewhere.
He's trying to
It's like-
swindle an answer out of you and claim it. Well, I've only one more guess, so just say a random country, Cindy, and we'll start to narrow it down. If you say two guesses, we'll get you to give us another hint.
it's definitely not in Europe. No chance.
It is in Europe. And they're
Unicorn.
You're
and they're
for after getting a clue.
and they're playing in the Euros.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I've guessed, but I'm not going to say it till he opens his mouth because he's after swindling a guess out of you, and he has to give two answers.
They are
now.
playing in the Euros.
Yeah.
Hungary.
No.
Damn, I jammed. And okay. They're currently playing in the Euros.
Yeah. In the group stages. Will they get through though? Absolutely not.
I know it.
What?
I think I know it.
Wait, unicorn.
Yes.
Albania.
No.
No, that's a. What is it? Is that a dragon for them? Is it or something?
I think it is a dragon.
Is it
No, so I have one guess left.
are they playing? Oh, now I'm second guessing if they're even in the Euros. Oh my god. I'm
the
guessing
Euros?
Georgia.
No.
Are they playing the Euros? They are. Ah! I thought it's got to be something audacious like.
Oh my.
If you say it's Germany or something, I'm going to
no,
lose.
definitely not. I'm trying to like, cause he said that they're not gonna get through the group.
No.
Yeah, so
So
they're
I'm trying to
struggling.
look like I can't remember every single group though. Oh man, this is.
I thought I had it. I thought I had it with Georgia. Well, lads, I am just a big ball of sweat. Oh, it's so warm in here, isn't it? Look at this guy, he's locked in.
Okay. If you're saying they've definitely not made it,
No.
they're not gonna make it through.
No,
So that
no.
means they've definitely lost their 2 games.
Yeah.
Who's lost their 2 games, man?
Are you guessing? I think you are.
What did I say again?
I'm out.
I said Hungary and Albania, right?
Yeah. Both incorrect. Morgan said Georgia.
Oh, damn. They've lost their 2 games. This is actually quite tough, to be fair.
It's ridiculous because there's
Because
no.
I'm trying to go through like the teams, and then obviously when I'm on Instagram, I usually have, if I don't watch the game, I go on 433 on Instagram for the
site.
updates. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Good side.
Nah.
You're trying to get the photographic memory back in place.
Ooh, this is gonna annoy me now, man.
No. That's wild, yeah.
They've lost 2 games.
I never
We
would.
were only talking about it at the start of the podcast. Sinclair.
Right, give him more clues. Give him more. This is a
Oh,
joke.
I was wait. Was I here?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm jammed.
Oh man.
Oh God.
We were talking about them. Oh my days,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Now come here. You would never guess it. So you got to think who has had a poor Euros campaign.
I was actually gonna say an answer, but I remember they won their first game. That's actually nuts.
They lost both, didn't they?
They lost both, yeah.
Lost both. Only a few teams have lost both games.
I played 3.
Oh yeah, that's another hint. They've played 3 games.
Oh, they're done.
Done.
How many clues do you
Oh,
want?
got it. Sure. If I don't get this, yeah. Oh my days. Wait, I think they played. No. Oh wait, hold on. 3. They're done. Nah, surely they're not done.
They are done. 100%.
So they lost 3 games then?
No, in terms of like, do you mean done by like they're out of the tournament, like done by points, or like they've played all 3 games?
Played all 3 games.
They played all 3 games. Yeah, they lost 2. Played all 3 games, lost 2.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played all 3 games, lost 2.
Yes.
So what about the 1?
They drew it. only 4 teams have played 3 games.
They got knocked out last night.
There's only one group. That's
This
played all
is a
games.
shambles.
They got knocked out last night.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you lose 2 games, you're out, I think, typically,
Yeah,
but
yeah, sure. Pretty much.
they're the only
Unless you
group
win.
that have played their 3 games. So their group is done. 2 teams qualified, 2 teams have exited. You've already said one team in that group that haven't gone through. What's the other team?
Wait, what did I say? I said Hungary, and I said Albania, right?
Yeah. Only one of them is in the group has played 3 games.
Oh my days, man. I know I'm not gonna get this.
You're
man.
definitely jamming now.
I'm not gonna get this. I'm just gonna throw an answer out there because the reason why I'm saying this answer because I seen that they were the first team to get knocked out of the Euros, so I'm just gonna say it. Poland.
No. Scotland. In the same group as Hungary.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
You almost forget what the question was, didn't you?
I did for a second.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, did they not draw last night?
Did they draw?
No, they were beaten.
They lost.
Last
they
minute.
Lost. They lost. They drew 1-1
100th
with
minute.
To
Switzerland.
who?
Hungary.
Hungry.
Was it Hungary? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they drew with Switzerland, wasn't it?
Good result.
NA.
Draw with
All
Switzerland.
right, let's count up. I think Morgan, you won it. but
Surely.
Yeah, Morgan won.
Come on.
3,
Stunned.
4,
1960 got me through.
1.
First 2 I was flying, to be fair.
You were. And the Avatar, I thought you peaked. That was it. It was all decline from there.
Yeah, Morgan, you got 6, and you got 4. So it was a fair contest.
It's fair. Like,
Yeah, it's fair contest.
Close, man.
Yeah.
Well done, Cindy.
I tell you what, now, lads,
fair.
I had a great laugh.
First.
I had a great laugh.
That was wonderful fun.
Yeah. So I can't believe you got Avatar.
After all,
Oh
crazy.
God. Well, I think we'll wrap it there, anyways.
yeah.
It's a good crack before we explode here because I'm sweating.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, thank you very much, Sinclair. I know you're flying home tomorrow. We'll be keeping a close eye on the season. So I appreciate all the effort over the last few months.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me again.
worries.
Once
Top
again.
man.
All right.